A man with $30,000 in the bank is happier than a man with $4 million. That's not a hypothetical. That's an actual, documented pattern researchers keep finding, and it breaks almost everyone's assumptions about money the first time they hear it. Because somewhere out there, right now, someone with less than you sleeps better than you do, and someone with more than you is lying awake terrified. The number where the fear finally stops isn't what you think, and it's not even close. Here's what nobody tells you about net worth. Money doesn't reduce anxiety on a straight line. It reduces it, then it increases it again. Then it drops out completely, in a pattern so specific and so repeatable that financial psychologists can now map exactly where you are just by asking how you feel, not how much you have. Let's start at 0 or below it, because that's genuinely where most people begin. Debt, maybe a negative number, a checking account closer to empty than full. Every decision here is a live math problem. Rent or groceries, not both. But here's the part that surprises people. This is the only level where more money helps in a straight line, no complications. No psychological trap waiting underneath it. That simplicity disappears almost immediately after this. Around $10,000, something shifts that has nothing to do with lifestyle. Researchers studying financial stress found that a cash buffer of just $2,000 to $5,000 produces a bigger drop in reported anxiety than almost any milestone that comes after it. Not the amount. The first month a car repair stops being a crisis. This tiny number, $10,000, does more for peace of mind than most six-figure jumps that come later. Nobody expects that. By $100,000, the twist starts. This is widely called the hardest number to reach and the easiest to grow from, because compounding quietly takes over here. $100,000, left alone at a reasonable return, adds tens of thousands of dollars a decade without one more dollar going in. People grind for years to hit this number, then watch the next 100,000 arrive faster. Not because they earned more, because the money itself started working. At $500,000, here's where it gets strange. People at this level often report feeling less secure than people sitting at $200,000. Because $500,000 tends to arrive with a bigger house, a nicer car, private school conversations, obligations that grow exactly as fast as the number did. Net worth went up. The feeling of safety, somehow, went down. At $1 million, here's the twist almost nobody sees coming. This is the number our entire culture treats as the finish line, and a majority of actual millionaires surveyed directly say they still worry about running out of money, still call themselves middle class, still don't feel what $1 million is supposed to feel like. The number arrived, the fear didn't leave, it just found a new hiding place. Somewhere between 2 and 5 million, something genuinely different finally happens, and it has almost nothing to do with what you can buy. This is usually where work becomes optional instead of required, where losing a job goes from 5-alarm emergency to inconvenience. Researchers call this crossing from income security into actual wealth. Not a bigger number, a different kind of number. At 10 million, the fear finally actually eases, and here's why. At this level, even conservative returns on the money alone typically outpace what most people spend in a year. The account stops surviving withdrawals and starts outgrowing them. This is the real threshold, not the $1 million headline number everyone assumes, where enough stops being theoretical. And then past 20 million, heading toward 100, something almost nobody predicts happens. The money stops being the main character entirely. Interviews with people in this range keep surfacing the same shift. The worry moves away from personal spending and lands somewhere stranger, legacy, family conflict over inheritance. A quiet fear about what happens to children who never had to earn anything, and sometimes an unexpected fear of losing purpose once survival was never the real question anymore. The problems at the very top don't vanish. They just stop being about money at all. So where does the fear actually switch off? It's not one number. It's a sequence, each threshold solving one specific fear and immediately handing you a brand new one hiding right underneath it, all the way from 0 to 100 million. And here's the part that should genuinely surprise you. The finish line most people are chasing, the million, the 5 million, isn't where the anxiety ends. The real turning point, the emergency fund, the first $10,000 probably already happened to you years ago. Most people already crossed the version of enough that actually mattered. They just didn't recognize it, because they were too busy staring at a number further down the road that was never really the answer. If you had to guess right now, drop a comment with the net worth level where you think you'd finally stop worrying, and then compare it to what you just heard. And if you want more of the psychology behind money at every level, subscribe so you catch the next one.